Hello everyone, just a quick video of my British layout, a little bit of English countryside sort of thing. It's a massive layout. It is 1100mm deep by 1400mm wide. So yeah, very tiny, very compact. It was originally built as an analogue layout. And I've just recently converted it to digital. When analogue, I could only run one train on the main lines, or main line, and one in the shunting yard. So I just recently had to remove two turnouts from in that tunnel. You can see where I sort of got to get in and scenic over that cardboard, which are the access holes to unscrew the track. So on that bottom of that tunnel there, I took out two turnouts and just joined the track in, making it two loops. I continued, that turnout wasn't there, I added that in and continued that track up, and around there I put those two turnouts in, swapping them for a right hand run, and that was about it. One of the reasons I changed to digital was that I had this Fleischmann controller, which I originally had for that layout down there, which is my German one, and I put lens system on that, and this controller here was under the layout gathering dust, and I thought it's got to work, so I plugged it in, and glory be, it's actually working. The layout's called Fallowfield, and the little township is called Gruntfutter. Don't worry about that, that's just something that fell over, and that's Gruntfutter. Those of you who are diddly-umpty years old will remember the BBC program, radio program, which was called Around the Horn, and those characters were there on that program. Metcalf kits is used primarily, mostly, yeah. And I put chips in the locos, or did them myself. I'm very proud of that actually. It was easy enough just to plug them in, but you know, the little 122 there, she's a real cracker of a little model. That came already decoded. I've got a very simple panel down here, as you can see, with the switches with the blue and the red, they are for turnouts. The other ones are isolator sections from analogue days, still there. There goes my phone as always. These two switches here are going to be removed because they were the turnouts that were under the tunnel. Over the very back I have a hidden siding so I can store a train. There's one actually in there. That's laid out in there. It's just in between those two little backdrops there, and it just stores a small train in there. This switch here is for an uncoupler, which the British trains do not like, unfortunately. It's a Minitrix. I've used Minitrix track, and of course I'm running British trains on it, but they don't seem to like some of the German components. As I was saying, these two switches here, as it says, bus stops at the station, and I've got two little double-decker buses. Now these two buses, they started off as, I'm trying to think what the heck in that, Oxford I think they were, models, and underneath them I put the chassis out of a truck like that. So I've got three of those trucks two have been absolutely cannibalised, and they fit in under those buses. So if I was to turn this switch here off, that bus will take off because that's supplying power to a relay, which creates a magnetic field and opens a reed switch and the bus stops. So I'll turn that off and the green one should take off. He's off. Let me stop this one. I was stuck on the road there, I think. And I'll turn that back on so it'll stop when he comes back. And then the little red bus will do the same. He's off. And there goes the other one. It is a very tight squeeze, that road, but from times that I've driven around England, a couple of times now, I find that some of their roads are very, very narrow. In some cases only one vehicle wide. And they're both back to started from. So going from controlling or having two trains on the layout working, I can now have three, and if I want to be really, that's one on each main line and one in the yard, and then I could possibly, if I want to be clever, put a third one out, or a fourth train out following one of the others. You may have noticed that the goods train is only doing a circuit. It goes in, around through the tunnel, and then it goes straight along to the back of the layout, past the hidden siding under the farm there, and then it will come back and it will re-emerge from that tunnel somewhere. Sometime there it comes. So that is just doing an oval, whereas the passenger train is going up over the hill and doing the figure eight. I was unable to fit a twin track doing the figure eight because of the tight curves, and they are tight. That 24 is rocketing around there with its little train, and he disappears in the tunnel there and will re-emerge behind the factory. There he goes, around here, around the back of the farm, the manor house, and then down, hightails it down the hill into the station again. I'm very happy with the little layout now. It's all working brilliantly. I have to get the factory smoke unit made for the factory. It's all, the tubing is all in place. It's just a matter of connecting it up, making the unit and connecting it up. But I must say, I do like these little terraced houses, netcraft kits. Very, very easy to build. Just take your time. It's a lovely little scene. I think it is. Maybe I'm a bit biased. Until we got lost in there. There he comes. I had to completely remove the innards out of the bus, unfortunately, and I haven't quite finished them yet. I've got to come back and go back in there and put the passengers like I have in the upper deck on that one. Internet was very handy. I just googled seated people or silhouette, and then copied and pasted it onto the page, and so as you can see I've got the downstairs to do as well as both on that bus. But I like them. As a matter of fact, I like the whole layout. Bye.